Hello friends, today we are going to learn about the percentages. Okay, so basically we are going to learn about the best possible methods to calculate the percentages in the easiest way. So our main focus is to reduce the time to calculate the percentages. Okay, now there are some problems here. I mean, a lot of students, basically each and every one of us can solve these problems by the traditional method, but whosoever solves the problem earlier is the winner. I mean, in the competitive examinations, what happens? Basically, the time management is the key. We have to solve a lot of problems, so basically, we have to focus on the time management, and for that, we need smart methods to solve the problems. So here, I'm going to teach you about the calculating the percentages by easier method. My method basically depends upon the calculating the 10% of a number or 1% of a number, 10% of a number or 1% of a number. Okay, that's my method depends upon. Okay, so 10%, what is 10%? 10% is nothing but 10 by 100. Okay, that is 1 by 10 or zero point 0.1. So basically 10% of any number we can get by dividing that number by 10, or the 1% of a number we can get dividing that number by 100. Okay, so we'll start the problems now. The 40% of 200 we have to calculate. So what is the 10% of 200? So 10% of 200 is 20. Okay, 10% of 200 is a 20. So we have to calculate the 40%. So what we have to do is 10% multiplied by 4. That is a 40%. Okay, so 10% of a number multiplied by 4 is our answer. 10% of a number is a 20 multiplied by 4, and the answer is 80, right? Okay, so now we'll go to the next problem. 90% of 280. Now this problem can be solved by calculating the 10% of a 280, which is nothing but 28 multiplied by 9, or we can solve by another way. So how 90% can be written? 90% can be written as 100% minus 10%, right? 100 minus 10 is 90. So 100% of a number minus 10% of that number, which is 28, and it will give us the answer, right? So what will the answer for this? So it's a 280 minus 28, so answer is a 252. Okay, so in this way also the problem can be solved. Now here, 30% of 830. So what is the 10% of 830? It's a 83, right? So 10% of 830 multiplied by what? 3. So I'm writing all this just because some students don't know the details, so that's why I'm writing it here. From the next problem onwards, I'm not going to write 10% of a number or something like that. I will directly write the 10% of that number. Okay, so 10% of 830 multiplied by 3. So what is 10% of 830? It's a 83 multiplied by 3, and the answer for this is nothing but 249. Okay, and now we'll solve a little bit difficult problems, not that much difficult, but just a little bit. So what if you have given something like that 41%, 42%, or 83%, 87%? How will you calculate that? Now to calculate such a percentage of such a problems, so what you have to do is you have to just divide that number. I mean, 45%, how it can be written? 40% plus 5%, right? Oops, it's a plus here. So that is 45%. Now what is a 40% of 200? So what is the 10% of 200? It's a 20. 20 multiplied by 5, 4 is a 80. Okay, plus, so what is the 10% of now to calculate the 5%? What is the 5%? 5% is nothing but half of 10%. So if 10% is 20, 5% will be 10, or the 1% of a required number. We can go by this method also. Okay, so what is 1% of 200? It's a 2. and multiplied by 5, that is a 10, right? So the answer is a 90 here. Okay, now we will solve this one. So 85% of 280, 85% of 280. So this problem can be written as 80 plus 5, that is 80, right? 85, right? 80% of a number plus 5% of a number. Now if you are very much smart, you can solve it by another way, 100 minus 50, right? So we will solve it by this method, 80 plus 5. So what is the 10% of 280? It's a 28 multiplied by 8 plus 5% of a number. See, if the 10% is a 28, 5% will be 14, right? But if we go by 1%, then it will be 2.8 plus 5, right? Which is nothing but 224 plus 14. So the answer is 238, right? Now to calculate the 30% of 37% of 130, how we can write this? We can write this as 30% plus 7%, right? So 80, what is the 10% of 830? It's 83 multiplied by 3 plus, what is 1%? 8.3, 8.3 multiplied by 7, right? So you have to do all the calculations for this. So answer, so 83 multiplied by 3 is 249 plus, so 58.1, and the answer is 307.1. Okay, now this is very much difficult problem. Now again, 78% we can write as 70 plus 8, and 591, the 10% is 59.1, 1% is 5.91. Okay, so in this way we have to calculate the problem answer for this problem, and the answer for this problem I will directly give, or you can solve it by your own way, basically by using this method. You can solve this problem, you can assume it as a homework, and please write answer of this problem in the comment. Okay, so please write answer of this problem in the comment, and if you like my video and if you like this method of calculating the percentage, please like, thumbs up my video, and please subscribe to my channel. Okay, this is a part 1 of a percentage. Now we will go to the next part of the percentage. Now say if in the examinations you get a problem, say you have to calculate 14.28%, say you have to calculate 33.33%. So how will you calculate? So for that I will be uploading a new video. See 33.33% is nothing but 1 by 3, the fractional method. So the next method is a fractional method. This method was depending upon calculating the 10%. The next method will be depending upon calculating the fractions. So 14.28 is nothing but 1 by 7. So we have to divide the number by 7. So you will not understand this what I'm telling right now, but you will understand when you will see my next video. So please watch that video also. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and please comment the answer for this sum. Okay, thank you very much.